Friends, this is a super important topic that has been percolating in my mind for the past couple of weeks, and I've wanted to get in front of you and talk with you about this new Trump immigration plan because it's that important. Now, just so you know, what I have in front of me is the speech that the president delivered on May 16th, 2019, just a couple of weeks ago. And so I don't have the plan itself. I don't believe it's even out there, quite frankly. But what I do have is the policy framework from that speech that the president laid out on May 16th. So that's what I'm going to be referring to in this video. By the way, I am this close, friends, this close to 1 million views, which is huge. This close. It's going to happen any minute now, actually. It could be today or it could be by tomorrow morning. But for those of you who are not following me on YouTube, you need to do so. Why not? YouTube is where all of my videos are published and where I'm starting to have some community chat on YouTube. When my videos are premiered, I have this little watch party thing that they call it, a premiere party. So join me for one of those premiere chat times. I'm in New York. For those of you who may not know me, I'm an immigration lawyer. I'm in Long Island, in Elmont, Long Island. And you can check me out on McBeanlaw.com or on YouTube, McBean Immigration Law TV. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will know when my videos come out each week. So you've been hearing in the news that President Trump introduced a merit-based immigration proposal, which seeks to basically pinpoint the best and the brightest in the world and invite the best and the brightest to immigrate or to come here permanently and help build America. Right? That's my paraphrase. First of all, it's just a plan. It is not in effect yet. There's some processes that are necessary in order for something like this to really take effect, including appropriations, money that only Congress can approve for certain aspects of this plan to actually take effect. Just know that this is a proposal at this point, and it's not something that is in place as of the filming of today's video, but it's a very important proposal that you need to be aware of, especially, particularly those of you who are abroad, who are overseas trying to immigrate to the United States. You need to know that our policy framework is shifting. It's shifting away from family-based priority categories to this merit-based system that the president has proposed. Let's just dive right into it. Again, I'm referring to his speech on May 16th. And so, friends, what you need to know, the major goal of this policy change or these policy changes is basically to increase the number of highly skilled workers. This is about jobs, it's about the economy, it's about increasing highly skilled immigration from 12% to 57%. They want to see a greater number of highly skilled people immigrate to the United States. Anything wrong with that? Not really, but let's get into it because there are some very, very, very serious concerns that I have as an immigrant to this wonderful country that's my home. And I love America. I grew up here, but I have some very, very deep concerns about this proposal. The president says he's proposing a plan that puts jobs, wages, and the safety of America first. So that's the overarching, I guess, objective to this plan that he has proposed. So there's some discussion in the speech about border security, dollars. Obviously, we know that they've made major progress with respect to building a wall. But the president obviously is seeking more money, right, to continue the border wall project. So that's in here too. And then there's also some things in here about those who are seeking asylum. There's some proposals to change how we screen folks who are coming in here seeking asylum. But let's just dive right into some of the things he said with respect to the family-based categories and the family-based system that we currently have set up. First of all, the president has made the point that we are discriminating against people who are considered genius, brilliant. And he said that we won't discriminate against those types of people anymore. People who are totally brilliant. Our immigration system has been discriminating against those folks. And he says that the annual green card flow is mostly low-waged and low-skilled people, which, as he describes here, puts pressure on our social safety net, our welfare system. And so why am I sharing this part of the speech with you? I want you to kind of see where the thinking is coming from. With a massive proposal like this, there's this thought process that the poor is filtering into this country from around the world, and they're putting a lot of pressure and burden on our immigration system, as well as other social welfare programs that we have. And so therefore, the thought process here in this proposal is that we need to not prioritize having those folks immigrate, come here. We need to prioritize instead those who are brilliant, those who are the best and the brightest, those who are at the top of their game. Those are the people who we want, according to this proposal. But he did say that immediate relatives of new Americans will still be top priority. So if you're coming in and you're the best and the brightest, you can bring your wife, your husband, and your children with you, high priority. Those folks are high priority. All right, let's just jump into what he calls the Build America visa, which will replace the existing green card categories with this new visa. Firstly, he said that there would be no change to the allocation of the number of green cards that are issued each year. We will still issue the same number of green cards each year for employment-based, family-based categories, and humanitarian-based categories. That will not change. But what will change is that you have to meet certain criteria or earn certain points in order to be eligible for a green card. No longer simply just being a relative of a green card holder or a US citizen is what will get you here, so to speak. No, what he is proposing is this merit-based or this point-based system. So the first category that will give you points is if you're younger. We don't want older people coming here burdening our system. No, we want younger people according to this proposal. So you get points if you're younger, a younger worker. You'll also get points if you have some sort of valuable skill that you could offer to the economy. You'll also get points if you have an offer of employment here, or if you have an advanced education or degree, or if you just have a plan to create more jobs here. Those are roughly the categories, point-based system, that the president has proposed in his May 16th speech to prioritize people who meet or fit this type of criteria. So basically, if you're poor, you're out. I don't know how else to say this. I'm pretty passionate about this plan because it's completely discriminatory. The president goes on to say that priority will be given to higher wage workers, and certainly one would have to learn English and pass a civics exam prior to being admitted to the United States. Friends, I invite you to check out the transcript of that May 16th, 2019 speech so that you can read this proposal for yourself. Again, I have not seen the real plan. I'm not certain whether that's public yet, but this is what we do have to work with, which is this policy framework that the president has laid out for this Build America visa, a merit-based system, which is based on points, and preference is given to those who have advanced degrees, who have a good skill set, I should say, those who have an offer of employment or plan to create jobs. So, and of course, if you're younger worker, that's what this says. Like I said at the start of this video, some things, this isn't just a plan. It's not in effect yet, but in order for aspects of this to become real, so to speak, some things have to happen. Congress has to act on some things. Money is needed to bring forth some things that are in this plan. This is not something the president can do completely on his own. For those of you who are here in the US, you know that Congress is divided, obviously. The House is Democrat majority run and ruled, I should say. And so there's pushback, obviously, to a merit-based plan. Some are saying, oh, this was dead on arrival, but who knows? I don't know where this is going to go. It may have some traction. There's a lot of discussion about this plan, and we'll see how far it goes and what aspects of this plan will be implemented. But at least we know the mindset of the president and where he wants to take our immigration system. This plan is obviously not in line with American values and principles that prioritize the poor, family unity, and all of that. No, this is more on the elitist side. Now, friends, I could tell you, many of us didn't come here the best and the brightest, and we didn't come here as geniuses, right? No, we came here poor. For those of us who are basically, whose family came here and paved the way for us, like my family, they took on very menial jobs. They cleaned houses, right? They changed the diapers of adult elderly patients. They washed dishes, they mowed lawn. That's what they had to do to pave the way for many of us. They came poor, they came broken, but they paved the way, and their children, like us, like me, we competed. We went to school, we earned a pretty decent education or some degrees, done some things with ourselves, and we contributed to this economy in a very profound and wonderful way, whether it's through local community work, through our churches, community building projects. Certainly we pay taxes, and we've done something. So some of us have risen to become the best and the brightest. We didn't come here like that, but because of the great opportunities that we have in this country, it allowed us to rise and compete with the best and the brightest. So I find that this framework is deeply flawed, quite on the elitist side, and I think that I am deeply opposed to it. I wanted to talk with you briefly about what that plan is. Please continue to pay attention to these serious issues that are coming out of the White House, because it has traction. And it will impact those of you who are looking to immigrate here. And you have to be aware of the mindset and the policy shift that's taken place these days in the world of immigration. Again, this is just a plan. A lot more work needs to happen in order for this to really, really take root here. But just know that this is the big thing right now. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up and get back to work. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And friends, comment below. Tell me what you think about this new plan, this merit-based system that prioritizes the best and the brightest. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.